Back here, Lake Stevens High School, you're seeing the Moses Lake Maverick fans and the band. The band came across the mountains there, and they're trying. Scott Ohsman, Tim Boyle, Steve Hannan, Ron the Wedge Henthorn with you, and Tim Boyle. It's just kind of like rinse and repeat here. The Lake Stevens Vikings, every time they touch the ball, it doesn't matter. They score.
Well, that's it. They touched the ball 5 times. They had the ball 5 times and scored 5 touchdowns. So that's going to be the problem with the Mavericks, is they're going to need to find some way to stop it. And right now, Steve, it doesn't look like that's going to happen.
I think that's exactly, the defensive staff has got to be getting together here now. And this is your last chance to really spend time with your defense and find out the kids being able to handle it. And so, hey, here's the plan coming in. Whatever we've done this first half didn't work. So, you're in a 3-4 defensive front, which means they have a great versatility and stuff that they want to do. If I'm the defensive coordinator, it's like, I got to be changing up the defense. I got to be bringing guys at least once or twice in every first down, in every series. I got to be bringing people. They're trying to sit back and dominate the coverage and do it over and over and over again. They're not covering them anyway. So you might as well put heat on the floor. That's the conversation.
And then the other problem is you got Mosier and Farrell are both 4-4-5 guys. They're both, 2 fastest guys on the field. Plus Mosier can throw a perfect pass. So he's such a dual threat there. And then he just, when you're, like we said, when your fastest guys on the team are quarterback in the run, it's hard.
Yes. And that's what you tell the head coach as a defensive coordinator. We got some stuff that we can do. We have a plan. We're going to try it, but it might be worse than what we did in the first half.
That's true, because it's risk-reward, right?
We just can't keep doing this.
Now you see the Mavericks there for Lake Stevens. It's been Okiyama. Kakoa Okiyama has 2 touchdowns. You got Deuce Wilson with a touchdown. Max Cook with a big 60-yard long pass touchdown. And then Mr. Farrell, 16-yard running touchdown for Lake Stevens. For the Mavericks, it's been the usual suspects. Burns with a big 65-yard pass. It's Coach Try talked about that. And then the favorite receiver for Brady J, Mr. Smith with a touchdown. And that's kind of where we are, 35-14. As you look at the bracket, we were talking at halftime, it might be the year of the Viking. We could have Vikings versus Vikings down at Husky Stadium.
And unless Skyline pulls off the upset tonight, that would definitely be an upset. But Skyline's playing some good football. They got that
defense.
big controversy earlier.
Yes.
It didn't seem to set their team back.
They got a heck of a quarterback in Odin, and that's we see the youngster coming in, and he is lighting it up. But it's really Peyton Pallor, the former Coug. His defense, they're not going to outsize people. We had a game against Bothell. They beat Bothell, Pop Keeney, and it was more about their scheme, and they all 11 run the football. It's their motor is incredible.
I like everything that they're doing, Scott. They just did it right. They had to hire a new coach, and Coach Jervis went back there for a year or two, and he knew they wasn't the long-term solution, and they brought in an ex-Skyline player to run the program, and he brought all of his buddies back. So all these guys, coaching Gino Simone and all those guys that played some big-time college football, are all back there coaching, and they're doing just a heck of a job.
Nine alumni, 9 Skyline graduates on that coaching staff. Casey Williams, the UW star, and he's the offensive coordinator. And
what's amazing about that is not that we shy away from a controversy, but boy, one of the parents got that coach Peyton was actually suspended for a couple games. That's just terrible situation. Yeah, they didn't miss a beat.
No, and Bump and Stacy Bump being the former, we did games when he was at Monroe, head coach Monroe. He talked about it, and then recently again the win for Moses Lake over Bothell at Moses Lake. That had a controversy with the officiating crew. Apparently, one of the mothers for a Bothell player came out on social media saying that it was a biased ref crew, that they had too many connections to Moses Lake, and it was
Yeah, she
unfair.
put it out there on Twitter or X, and then it kind of blew up from there.
And I talked to, again, got good sources in the Boffin program. They have no issue with Moses Lake, with the other coach. They did the right thing, the internal to the facilitator, to the head officials of the state, and their issues with the assigner. So just questioning the assigner. Again, they lost. They had a chance to tie it up on a 27-yard field goal. Credit to Moses Lake, but Coach Boehner and everybody moving on. That's high school sports. But once again, you see parents get involved, and that's usually where things go awry.
Yeah, two big controversy, and both of them it's because parents got